said Nigeria's democracy is under threat due to the continued trial, detention of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, by the federal government. Ayodele, in a statement signed by his aide, Oluwatosin Osho, said there is no hope for Nigeria's democracy and judicial system because both systems have become irredeemably corrupt. He said there is nothing like democracy in Nigeria anymore, noting that selection is what is now obtainable. We're going to be talking about, we'll spend some time talking about this today, okay? Just stay right there. I'll go on a very short break, and when I come back, I'll get to introduce my guest, and we'll start talking. This is VOP, and we are 90.3 FM.
Some call it life adjustments, but our world has taken a different but dangerous look.
My husband does not just beat me up, but he uses an object to forcefully remove my finger right before my eyes.
And he has helped me. The God of heaven. Oh, God, go to my rescue.
With happenings that are alien to the human race.
I was in prison for 39 years for a crime I did not commit.
Since I clocked the age of 9, I have always been raped by my father. And now I am 18, and I still battle with him.
Unthinkable, unimaginable, and very unfriendly acts have been recorded in every sphere of human existence. Join Jude, Ikame Jude, on Matters, weekdays, noon to 3 p.m. on VOP 90.3 FM. As he dissects and addresses these challenges called the new norm in our political, social, religious, and cultural space. But then, are you comfortable with this new norm? Be part of this conversation because your opinion matters.
Every day strike, ASU strike, market women strike, even Kule people they strike. We don't become control strikers.
Even light self, they no fit give us. Don't run for motor. Even leg self, they get accident.
Why una they complain? Why una they complain? No una they collect bribe, they vote Sokoloko Bango share.
Ìṣèjọba tó dára, òun là ń béèrè.
Anyị chọrọ ọchịchị onye kwuru uche ya. Anyị achọrọghị ọchịchị nchigbu.
Ala na-eze teme ka mụ so mekio.
What do we want? Now make the rule us well.
Don't take it for noise. It's the people's voice. They have made their choice. Respect that voice for all to rejoice. VOP 90.3, Voice of the People.
This is the station that gives you a voice.
How can you be jubilating when judgment has not been given? Meaning that you are bribing the judiciary.
You see a lot of young Nigerians who are leaving the country in droves. They are running away to escape poverty. They are not looking at this issue, and I think Nigerians should rise. Many families and properties have been destroyed. Accountability is one of the things that is lacking in governance in this country.
Speak with no hindrance.
Chapter 4, Section 39 of the Nigerian Constitution, Right to Freedom of Expression and Press states, every person shall be entitled to the freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart ideas and information without interfering.
Now you have a voice. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
#1 radio station.
90.3.
The one radio you tune in on your way home. This is the one. VOP 90.3 FM.
All right, welcome back. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and this afternoon we're set to roll. We're set to go. I've got in the studio Biga Ibekwe. He's going to be joining us, via the telephone anyway, and he's going to help us understand, some of these things. A very beautiful afternoon to you, Biga.
Oh, good afternoon, Judy. Good afternoon, listeners at home.
Good afternoon to you. All right, welcome on board. Quickly, let's talk. Okay, let's begin from here, where a judgment, was passed today. Or let me break it down. The Supreme Court has dismissed, the suit filed by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) seeking to void the joint ticket of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and, of course, Senator Kasim Shettima as presidential and vice presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the last election. It means, what I'm trying to say is that the Supreme Court has dismissed the suit filed by the PDP. Looking at these bigger, how would you describe the judgment? Do you think it was a fair judgment? Do you think it was straightforward enough? Do you think it's just what it's supposed to be?
Okay, Judy, let me tell you something. I've not read the judgment, but I know that Ikewosu actually contested for a position. I haven't been nominated in another circumstance, and the Supreme Court judgment quashed his elections based on the fact that he had actually been nominated and he had contested in another platform. So the truth of the matter is that I was looking forward to using the Ikewosu case as a precedent that could have determined the judgment of the Supreme Court. But when it came out this way yesterday, or Friday today, I was surprised. I really was surprised, but I can really tell you that I've not read the judgment. I've not read it, so it will become too premature to really condemn it or accept it.
Now, the PDP had claimed that, Shettima violated the Electoral Act, by allowing...
Yeah.
The PDP had claimed that Shettima violated the Electoral Act by allowing himself, to be nominated twice, for two different offices. That is the Borno Central Senatorial District and, of course, the Vice President. Now, Justice Adamu Jero, in the lead judgment, affirmed the earlier judgments of the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal, which dismissed the case on the grounds that the PDP lacked no local standing to have sued to challenge the process of nomination of candidates by another party. What would you have to say about that? It lacked local standing.
When you are saying a particular party to a judgment lacks local standing, you are saying they don't have the right whatsoever. They are not recognized by law to actually take such a case to court. But we still got to refer to the Ikewosu's case, and we still got to refer to electoral laws amended 1922. I am telling you seriously and deeply too that I'm still surprised why that decision came. Because if this man has been nominated or has contested in another party and is contested in another party, and if you go through the provisions of the electoral law, you will definitely see that even individuals have local standing. Do you get it?
Yes.
Because the man was contesting against PDP. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Shettima was contesting against other parties. So how do you now say they don't have the right? And they are, okay, somebody is coming to fight me. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And I went into the law and say, look, this man doesn't have the right to contest, to fight me. to struggle against me for this position, because that is what the Constitution says. And the law, I mean, the judge is now saying that, no, I don't have the right to defend myself against this man. That's what it boils down to. Well, I still tell you, I will read the totality of the judgment.
Okay.
But what I've seen so far, I cannot really comprehend where we are going to.
All right. Justice Jaro, who actually described PDP, as a busybody and meddlesome interloper, held that Kashim was not guilty of double nomination.
Not read the judgment, but I know they will.
You are referring to Ngosu, but he is saying that the judge is saying that Kashima is not guilty of double nomination because there was evidence that he resigned as a senatorial candidate on April the 6th before he was nominated as vice presidential candidate on April the 14th. He is saying he is not guilty. Is that not enough? Bigger.
Jude, I've told you so many abracadabra judgments keeps coming up out of this country. And when one can confidently comment seriously is when you have gone through the judgment and you will now have the audacity to really talk about it. But I can tell you so far, considering the Ikemosu case and this one, which everybody knows are similar, and this judgment is coming out this way, I was thinking that the Ikemosu case would have been what could have made the judgment so easy for the Supreme Court. All of a sudden, a different thing is coming up. So I'm surprised.
So what you're saying in essence is that you didn't see this coming at all?
I didn't see it coming. I didn't really see it coming. I didn't see it coming.
Let's look at what the judge said. He held that not being a member of the APC, that is the PDP now, or Atiku, is not a member of the APC. All right, not being a member of the APC and candidate in its primary election, the PDP cannot challenge the process that the APC adopted in nominating its candidate. Did you hear that?
Take it again.
The judge held that not being a member of the APC and not being a candidate in its primary election, that the PDP cannot challenge the process the APC adopted in nominating its candidate.
I wonder where the judge is getting that kind of position from. Come on, I am so surprised where this reasoning comes from.
Okay.
That's the truth of the matter. Do you hear what I'm saying? I am so disturbed about what is happening in this country, what the courts are coming up with, and the minds of these judges and all the stuff.
Hello.
We not moving forward.
Okay.
We are definitely not moving. When you look at a case and you kind of analyze that is so absurd.
Hello. Oh, I think we're having network issues there, serious network issues. But we'll try and see if we can connect with him immediately. Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Okay, better now. Let's talk.
Yes.
Are you there?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so as it is now, don't you think
I can hear you.
Yeah, don't you think we should just accept to move on? Don't you think it's better we just accept to move on the way we see it?
We don't have alternative. No, come on. We don't have alternative.
Okay.
The Supreme Court is the highest court in the country.
Mm.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Their laws and their position is like the laws of the Medes and the Persians
Mm.
that cannot be changed unless they reverse themselves, which takes other processes.
Okay. Let's also touch on the fact that uh, it's COS. Okay, let me talk about him. He is Ibrahim Gambari. He was chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari. He has said that among all the president's achievement, in his 8 years in office, Buhari is leaving behind a legacy of free and fair election in the country. What do you have to say?
It is so laughable. It is, there is this, there are things you say, people will start to wonder where you are coming from. Are you not in Nigeria? Were you on exile when the election was conducted? Election where people were being threatened not to vote for a particular person, a particular political party. Election where people were injured. Election where you saw what happened in River State. I am so surprised that some persons are pushing this country backwards. There is God, though. Do you hear me? There is God, though. Tell them, the wife of Jonathan told us then that there is God, though.
There is God. Indeed, there is God.
There is God, though, who will judge every opinion, every action of every man. God is really going to judge people who will see darkness and call it light, who will see light and call it darkness, who will see the truth and call it falsehood, who will see falsehood and call it the truth. God is definitely going to judge every man.
Let me quote him. He said, and I quote, Mr. President is finishing his 8 years term in office stronger and well, leaving behind many legacies, which include the foundation of a free and fair election that has produced the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we're still talking about, the election that produced the president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a free, fair, and credible election. Some persons will still argue that it was free, it was fair, and it was credible, because Asiwaju lost in his own state, Lagos State, his stronghold.
The chairman of the APC lost in his own state. The deputy, that's the vice president, lost in his own state. The Buhari himself lost in his own state, and the president-elect, or whatever, could not win even in Abuja. Well, amen. And somebody is saying that in an election that people were prevented, their right, their franchise was denied openly, and the other persons were coming over the video, calling Mama Ikechi or Mama whoever. If you come out, you will die and all. And somebody, a Bale was somewhere in Lekki over there, Aja, was threatening. And so, man, why can't Nigeria work to move forward instead of moving backwards? Travel overseas, witness the elections. It's not war. Where the president-elect or whatever was telling people, grab it, take it, run. Did people not say? Hello, you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
So what are we talking about?
I heard you very well.
What are we talking about? Where the president-elect or whoever, whatever it is saying it is a war. Grab the ballot box, carry it, run. Man, it's not so. That is not how elections are conducted in civilized countries of the world. Okay?
Would you also want to argue, when he said that the president, he has also, that the president also produced the legacy of achievements in the area of diversification of our economy, reforms of the petroleum product and infrastructure?
Hey, let me take you up there. Let me tell you there. The people who are talking about the president and his achievement, that's Buhari, let them go to the Nigerian Statistics Commission, the Board of Statistics. Let them see where we were before and where we are right now. Where we are right now is Nigeria is the poverty headquarters of the whole world. Where we are right now is that Buhari came in there, dollar was about 300 naira or 200. Dollar is presently about 800 naira. Buhari came in there when a bag of rice was 8,000 naira. A bag of rice is presently close to 30,000 naira. Now, Buhari came in there when petroleum was about 200 naira. Go to the market and check out the petroleum. Go and check gas. So, man, what are people saying? Why can't we all rise up and speak the truth to power to seek for changes? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Go to the statistics office. Check out the position of Nigeria 9 years ago, 8 years ago. Check the present situation. And somebody will come to tell me Buhari did that. Buhari. All they keep saying is Niger Bridge, Niger Bridge, Niger Bridge. Go check how much is used in constructing Niger Bridge. It could be used in constructing up to 5 Niger bridges. People who don't research, people who don't read, people who don't examine other countries of the world, how things are done, they will come over the radio, they will come over the television, and they start to insult our intelligence. It's not acceptable to me.
All right. Since it's not acceptable to you, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, the court has reiterated that it will deploy all needed resources at all times to defend democratic principles and the rule of law of the sub-region. ECOWAS stated this at the recommendation given at the end of the ECOWAS community.
Give it to me again. Give it to me again.
The ECOWAS, right? The ECOWAS court has reiterated that it will deploy all needed resources at all times, to defend, the democratic principles and the rule of law of the sub-region. In other words, ECOWAS court is pledging to defend democracy and the rule of law of its member states.
Wait. That's what I want. This is the point.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me tell you what. When you kind of talk about international relations, because in the case of ECOWAS, he has a listen. Yeah. When you talk about ECOWAS, you are heading into the situation. I mean, the scenario of international relations. Okay. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
The ECOWAS can talk. They can really talk, but I can let you know they can bark, but they cannot bite. Okay.
Okay.
They can really bark, but they can't really bite, and a lot of.
So are you saying that ECOWAS is not doing what it should do, or has not been doing what it's supposed to do?
Even the power, they don't even. They are like in the United States. They are like the UNO.
The United Nations.
Respect for the sovereignty of a country is definitely enshrined in the charters that establish them. They can, in international relations, be considered as being advisory. That's basically the word I can use to describe them. So when ECOWAS is talking about it, we do this, it we do that. That is good. That is beautiful. But then the question is, where does it drive the power to do all those things?
A question came to mind. We have been so many times when things happen in this country, especially the killings, and all of these things, the mad election, some persons were, bought over, and the whole lot of things happened during the election. And people keep talking about the international community watching, that the international community will come to rescue. The international community is watching. And for a while now, we've seen or heard nothing from the supposed, in quotes, international community.
But that's what I'm telling you. There are a lot of international organizations are more of toothless bulldogs who can actually bark and bark and bark. But if you kind of looking for the buys, man, you wait for Godot.
Mm.
You get it?
Okay.
Yes, yes. But then it is okay. It is okay. You know what happened in Rwanda and when the Tutsis and the Hutus were actually before the war itself. People expected that the United Nations should step in, bring a peacekeeping force, and prevent such an existence. But they never did anything. They didn't do anything until when the killing, the place was turned into Pol Pot's Cambodia's killing field. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, in most cases, the international organizations and bodies are not taking so much serious. You consider the number of cases in Nigeria here where West African Court of Appeal has actually said, "Look, government, do it." But did they do it? Did they do it? And what did West African Court of, ECOWAS do? They never did anything. Do you understand me?
Of course.
Yeah, so that is it. That's to let you know that they are more on advisory position. They don't have mobile or army, mobile police or army that will implement their decisions.
All right. Before I also mention these, I also want to get your views on this. Today or yesterday, Soludo, actually wrote to President Muhammadu Buhari.
Come again?
Soludo.
Hello? You said what? Yesterday what?
I said Soludo himself has written the letter.
Soludo himself. Soludo, the governor of Anambra State.
Has written a letter to the president, Muhammadu Buhari, asking him to release Nnamdi Kanu. Now, aside that, the leader of Evangelical Spiritual Church Primate, Elijah Ayodele, has also said Nigeria's democracy is under threat due to the continued trial, detention of Nnamdi Kanu by the federal government.
Jude.
Yes, I can hear you.
I was actually thinking that Buhari would have surprised Nigerians by releasing Nnamdi Kanu today or tomorrow. That is personally, I was thinking he would have pulled that surprise and give them the Igbo nation that as a pattern gift. That's what I thought. I never knew he would not think in that line. It would have been a wonderful gift. Do you hear me?
Yeah. So now that the gift is not coming.
Thank you very, very much, Jude.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Biga.
Have a good day.
Let me let you go now. I appreciate you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I just had to quickly, I begged to take his time, actually. Thank you so very much once again, Biga Ibekwe. Now, I would allow you to say something. Those listening and those who are watching us on YouTube. I would allow you to say something. Now, on YouTube, the number is there. You can call in. Or maybe you should also drop a comment in the comment section on YouTube. That is VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. Like I said, maybe you should drop a comment and let me read it out. Yeah. In case you're just joining us, in case you're just tuning in, let me let you know what we're discussing. We're discussing the Supreme Court. We're discussing, the petitions. We're discussing Atiku. We're talking about Shettima, and of course the president-elect. But then, you should also know that the Supreme Court has affirmed the eligibility of the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to contest the presidential election held on February the 25th. The Apex Court, in a unanimous decision by a 5-member panel today, held an appeal the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) filed to challenge the eligibility of Tinubu's candidacy lacked merit. That the PDP, petition lacks merit. Remember that the PDP had in the appeal sought Tinubu's disqualification on the premise that the vice president-elect, Senator Kashim Shettima, allowed himself to be nominated for more than one constituency ahead of the 2023 general election. He told the court that Shettima was nominated twice, both for the Borno Central Senatorial seat and for the vice presidential position. PDP argued that, Shettima's dual nomination was in gross breach of the provisions of sections 29(1), 33, 35, and 84(1) and 2 of the Electoral Act 2022 was amended. Consequently, aside from praying the court to nullify Tinubu and Shettima's candidacy, the appellant equally applied for an order to compel INEC to expunge their names from the list of nominated or sponsored candidates that were eligible to contest the presidential poll. Yes, but then you should know that the Supreme Court has dismissed PDP's suit, and the court has also affirmed Bola Tinubu, as the winner of that election, if you must know. Yes. And again, I also touched on the fact, so many other stories, but then here is what Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid said. I was able to get him, via the telephone, and he said something really, really interesting, and I would love you to also listen to him.
Yes, you say you're not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Because I'm not surprised because what's it called? Given the circumstances in which the lower court gave its judgment and the court of appeal, in other words, what was said at the lower court was that PDP has no local standing, and the same thing was upheld by the court of appeal. So, and it's not today. They've already been saying it that party dispute as regard the candidate of a party primary is not a responsibility of people who are not the party members or who did not pass the election to challenge it.
But is it supposed to be so?
Until the law is changed. The problem I have is that most times we don't look at it in line with what the law says. We just want to look at it in line with what we think it should be. The law will look at what does the law say. So what we should be asking for now is to change the law to make it easy for anybody who has the issue to challenge it. But the way it is today, the only person that can challenge what's it called, primary election of a party is either the party itself or those who participated in the primary. Any other person outside will be considered as a what's it called, as a interloper. They will consider them as a what's it called, having no lack of locus. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So if you look at section 294 and 95, sorry, of the Constitution, sorry, 285 of the Constitution.
Yeah.
That is clearly stated there that who and who can challenge a result of a primary. Section 285 of the Constitution is either of subsection 14 at least. When you look at that, so going by having that at the back of our mind, I am not surprised as to what the outcome was.
So what do you think? What do you think the PDP is up to as it were?
They still have a petition, and the issue is that the point is this: this one is just a pre-election matter. The same issue is still raised at the petition itself. So at that petition proper, they can't say they have no locus.
Okay.
Are you getting my point? The same point is being raised at the what's it called? At the petition. So at the petition article at the party, they are party to the election. So at that time they can say they have no locus. But as per the pre-election, you say this one is a pre-election case. Pre-election case means issue arising from primary or other pre-election matters.
Yeah.
So, and like I said earlier on, and the position of the law as it is today is that if you do not participate in the primary, if you are not a member of the party, if you are not an aspirant, or you cannot challenge the outcome of that primary. So what they are saying is that if a party decides to bring somebody who does not qualify as a candidate, you, the other party who are not a member of the party or who did not participate in the election, what you do, you have to wait till after the election. Then you go to tribunal and raise that issue at the tribunal.
Okay, so the issue can be raised at the tribunal.
It's already at the tribunal. It's already part of the tribunal issue.
Okay.
Is there?
Okay.
But the point is that yes, at that point, the issue of locus, what they've done now regarding locus, they did not look at the merit of the case. In that regard. But I think that from what I've read, I've not seen the judgment itself. But from what I've read, I saw them addressing the issue of a nomination of the vice president. You know, they also challenged that one.
Yeah.
That was not properly nominated. I think it was proper. It was addressed in a way. From what I read, I don't know whether that was the judgment. No, but because this is what I read things without some people just put it out. These are their own understanding of the law of the thing. So what they put was that the court said that Shettima was lawfully nominated. That means that will affect the petition, because that is another issue too. As that it's another issue in the petition. So if it has been heard now, it shows the line that the Supreme Court will do when that comes to them again.
But don't you think this is like a pointer to what will happen at the PEPC?
That's what I just said. That's what I just said, that this judgment regarding Shettima nomination is a pointer to what will be the outcome, or at either the Court of Appeal or at the Supreme Court.
Wow.
So but I'm not surprised as to what happened today, because I know they've been saying it, and I also know that Section 285 is that if you are not a party to a party issue, a party primary or issue, you cannot challenge that the outcome of it. What it means is that even if a party tries to bring somebody from Cameroon as his candidate, in as much as the party is not challenging it, you as an outsider, you can't challenge it. But you can wait till after the election proper to say the man was not qualified because he's not in Nigeria.
Then what would you say as regards the lawyer that was asked to pay 40 million naira? You are also a barrister. That's why I'm asking this question.
Yeah, I think if we continue to do that, I think the frivolous application will reduce in our courts. Abroad, when you file case in court abroad, if you lose that case, the money you will pay, you will regret it. Then here, maybe probably because it's a political matter. Here you go to court, you file a case, and then you lose. They will be awarding the other party maybe 100,000 naira cost, 20,000 naira cost. So it won't be a deterrent for any other person. But if they are slamming this kind of a figure on the people who bring the frivolous applications, probably people will think twice before coming to court, or they will believe in their case before coming to court, or they will have a genuine and verifiable case before coming to court.
Okay.
Because my worry now is that, look, the president was also awarded the cost of 10 million naira. The president different from Nigeria, because Attorney General has been sued. So if the cost is being awarded to Attorney General, that should cover the president's own, because the president cannot collect money on his own personally. Because if it's against the president will not pay it personally; it will be paid from the Nigerian money. Okay. So I don't agree with that. That you should pay 10 million naira each to all the parties, including, the president is one of the party, the Attorney General is another party, the Tinubu is another party, whatever. So for me, that is not too proper for me. I have my reservation in that regard.
Thank you so very much, Barrister.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, that was the conversation I had with a barrister, a lawyer, as regards, this judgment. I know some persons are very, very okay with what the court has said. Like the PDP lacks the local standing to say anything. The PDP is not APC. They are not members of the APC. Only members of the APC can say anything or do anything. Now, I would also want to get your own view. Exactly. Of course, some persons have started saying, hey, this is exactly what will happen, you know, at the PEPC. But then, I am neither for or against this. I am just a journalist. I'm doing my job. All I want is for our country to be a better place without war, without this sentiment, without tribal nonsense and all of that. Okay? That's what I am always praying for. But then I would also want to get your own view. This is me talking. I don't know about you. But then if you want to talk to me, if you're watching right now, just do me a favor. Go to the comment section and let me read your thoughts. It's as simple as that. Okay? Let me read your thoughts. I've listened to a couple of, lawyers, barristers, and all of that. And for me, what can I say? But some persons are really not happy right now. Why some are happy? Yeah, that's what it is. Is that you're for or you're against? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, now, if you want to call in, you're free to do that. The number to call is 0700. That is 0700. Good. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Yeah. Can we do this? Don't forget the WhatsApp number is still open. It's open for everyone to, make contributions. 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 903. But I beg you, keep your comments civil. Yeah, that's how I want it. Keep it very, very civil. So we can have a very beautiful conversation. And please, just at least 60 seconds, you're done. I beg you. Thank you so very much. Let's head straight to the phone lines. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Abiodun calling from Ipaja.
Quickly, please.
Yeah. You see, just a fortunate situation we find ourselves in this Nigeria. I now realize that, it is that if you are not interested in politics is interested in you. Okay. You understand? Before now, I hate anything about politics. But in 2015, I begin to follow, anything about politics. During we all want changes from Jonathan. Let me give you an example. Do you know that during Jonathan time, where everybody wants changes, where we want Buhari, everybody finds changes. Do you know why Jonathan, why he accept easily? He says knew that this is a very clean election because everybody wants changes. So he cannot see anything. But this past one, see the that happened. Okay, I want to ask a question, sir, but I want someone to answer me, please. Is there any one of our 99 Nigeria Constitution that wrote it that once me are done?
Hello? Oh, so sorry about that. So sorry. Please do call in. And call back if you can, okay? The number is still 0700 903 903 903. Let's talk to this person. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mr. Ikamejude. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My bad. This is AY from Maryland.
All right. AY. It's been a while. AY, where have you been?
Yes, sir. It had been a while. I had to I don't know. The situation of Nigeria was getting to me, and I felt like I was more aggrieved than the actual aggrieved people. I didn't vote. You feel me? My rights weren't stolen, and I felt like I was carrying it on my head more than the people that their rights were stolen and their destiny was mortgaged. So I decided to take a step back. But the news today, I know I just had to come on and talk to you after the news today because Mr. Kamijude, let's be honest with ourselves. Like, this decision is not a surprise. Come on, guys. This decision is not a surprised. So you're telling me a man that has consistently captured all the apparatus of the country will not will just ignore the judiciary? Come on, people, wake up. This has been a script written from the very beginning. The ex-governor of Rivers State has said it plainly, and I keep on repeating it. He said the reason why they steal from you is because there is no repercussion. You refuse to stone them. Those were his words. Imagine a corrupt politician coming out boldly and saying they can get away with anything because you will not do anything to them. They're going to swear for the man whenever they're going to swear for the man. And he's going to change all the judges. And he's going to get away with it because Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a crime syndicate that just has residents. These politicians have no respect for you, the Nigerian people, because they have no repercussion ever. They did it to our grandparents, nothing happened. They did it to our parents, nothing happened. Now they want to try it on the next generation. I've washed my hands off Nigeria. If this illegality, this monstrosity is allowed to stand, and it will only stand with the consent of the people. People deserve the government's head because all governance is based on consent. So you are consenting. Nigerian people, you are consenting to this rubbish, this illegality. You are consenting to it because you have done nothing. In Sri Lanka, they stormed their presidential villa. They stormed it and dared the soldiers to shoot them. Because the consent of the people, they said no. The Nigerian people have never said no. So they're going to allow this. If we not allow this one,
Hello? Oh, yeah. I really have to let you go. Just be civil. Be civil. And, I mean, there's no need calling for kind of a protest or something. No. That's not the way to go. That's not the way to go at all. That's no way to go. You know, they say two wrongs can never make a right. At all. Two wrongs can never make it right. You know, an eye for an eye. You know, we all will go blind. Well, let's do it this way. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
My name is Stefan Shuko.
Yeah.
I'm calling from Surulere.
Okay, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm keenly following this electionary process and what is presently going on in the court. I really think that I can't do otherwise. The thing is that you can't beat a child and equally ask him not to cry. What is going on presently shows that we don't have a right. Everybody in this country saw what went on within the election, the violation of human rights, and so many other things that happened. And we took it as if maybe I'm not talking we now. The people that say they won. They say it's nothing that there is peace in Nigeria. Okay, we accept that. Okay. I pray that there will be peace. My dear brother, we pray for peace. Right. Because war is destruction.
Beautiful.
I don't ask anybody to come up with any opinion to destroy lives and property. That wouldn't all go away.
Thank you.
For you and me.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate your call. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Prosper. Speaking from Kotu.
Prosper?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, my opinion and the issue that is on ground now in Nigeria is that it's not as if people are keep quiet. It's not that we are not doing what we are supposed to do. The only thing is that the truth has been hidden in this country. There is nobody that wants to listen to the truth. Everybody knows the outcome of this election. We all knew that this election is totally error. Start from the INEC. The INEC official promised to give us the VIVAT for the election, but the VIVAT was not provided with the amount of money that the federal government spent on the VIVAT. So we should know that this election is a scam. That is just the simple truth. We all knew what is happening. So if you look at what is happening in Nigeria, this is not started maybe today. It has been there. So the ex-governor and the ex-president, they looted our money and there is no outcome of it. There is nothing. No EFCC was not active. So is it today that they will be active? So let us not lie to ourselves. Let us tell ourselves the truth. The truth is that this country is not what me and you think. So it's one family, one people that are ruling this country.
Okay.
That is the truth.
All right. It's okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah, bless
and
you
God
too.
bless.
Bless you too. Thank you. Good afternoon to you. Hello. Please, if you must call, move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Okay? Thank you very much. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Again, 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Judy.
Good afternoon.
You are good. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. What I want to say concerning all these things is that, especially with regard to what AY said, he's asking us to do something. I want to ask him, what do we want us to do? Or is it suggested because we have protested, we have used our votes to do revolution, we have done our best as Nigerian youth. We are there protesting in Lekki, in Aba, in everywhere for good governance. At the end of the day, they still rob us. It's unfair. So what is AY trying to suggest to us? Is it we should go the way of the Sudanese or I don't know.
No.
Okay. So he should just tell us in a nutshell what he wants us to do.
It's all right.
It's not to stay outside country and be crying loud.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, Brother Gide. I don't know whether it was network that caught me off at that time.
Okay.
It's Abia. So there's a question that I want to ask. I just want to, every day we are learning. Everybody's learning every day by day. Understand? I just want to ask this question. The two questions I want to ask. Before Buhari become on power, 2015, during the election time, he said something. He said anybody that tries to snatch ballot or try to scatter, they should shoot him. This past 30, how many of those people harass, people that they are arrest? Or how many of them that they shoot? The people that threaten people, how many of them that they arrest? That's one. Second question is, which one of those our 99 Nigeria Constitution that wrote it that once me are done with my own life, 4 years or 8 years, I should just package the same thing, the same party, package it another the next person, like something like family title, like it's in my turn.
Right.
I just want to find out which one of our constitution that wrote
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Several comments here. I'll see if I can touch on them one after the other. Yeah. Just make sure you keep all your comments civil. That's the only thing I ask of you. Now, this person is saying that people should learn to accept things that doesn't go their way. Why are we condemning a judgment of the highest court of the country? Atiku lost the case at the High Court. He went to the appeal court. He lost and was fined 5 million naira. And now he lost at the Supreme Court. What else do we want? This is Victor from Mushin writing this. And he went further to say the only presidential candidate that saw the election as war is the Labour Party candidate who said that the election is a religious war on the leak audio with a bishop. Most of the times we use what MC Oluomo said to justify why the presidential election is not peaceful in Lagos, forgetting the fact that he made the statement 2 days, to the governorship election. Please, let's get our facts right. Well, Victor from Mushin, I appreciate that. Your thoughts, anyway, your opinion is welcome. All right, this person is saying, I tell you today, what are you trying to say? I don't think I can read this now. No, not now at all. Hello, good afternoon to you. Back to the phone lines. Good afternoon. Hello. Oh, please call me back if you can. Call me back if you can. A court judgment, right? You didn't even add your name. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Please move away from your radio set, please, to avoid the noise. Please, I beg you, move away from your radio set or just turn down the volume. What we need is your phone, all right? Not the radio set. Thank you. The number is still 0700 903 903 903. Let's get the views and your comments, of course, your opinions. If you're watching via YouTube, please do drop a comment. Go to the comment section and please drop a comment for me so we can read it out quickly, all right? Let's all talk about this. It's very, very important. And of course, some persons are saying, hey, this is the way the main matter will go too. Let's just forget about it and, accept, the president-elect, because some persons have not actually accepted him as the president-elect. Let's just be truthful. But then, we're talking about one Nigeria. Let's just move on. According to some persons, some regions will tell you, let's just move on. Let's move on. Okay, it happened that way, Shay. We understand, but let's just move on. Two wrongs cannot make it right. Let's just move on. Okay? But then, who am I to say? Yeah, this is just me talking. I want to hear from you. Let's read your comments. Let's read your opinion. Or if you can call in, call 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. 0700 903 903 903. Back to the phone lines. Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. This will be calling from Ikeja.
Good. Welcome.
Yeah, my brother, I don't have much to say, but I just want to tell Nigerians, we cherry pick what suits us, what we like and what we don't like. We say we should move on. Most of us, 1993, were complained. We went haywire, forming radio Kuderati, forming this, making trouble, throwing bomb. But today, the same injustice is happening to somebody else, and we are supporting the same move on. For how long are we going to continue to move on? For how long? Can't we settle down and leave this, forget about religious sentiments and try to solve Nigerian problem that will be good for our children? Because most of us will leave this place and our children will still pass through the same crisis. What happened in 1993, today for some people, this is normal because this is their chance, this is their turn to enjoy their own elephant meat. Nigeria is an elephant meat. Come and cut your own and go. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so very much. Appreciate your call. 0700 903 903 903. All right. Let me get to YouTube and see what is going on there. It's always a battle there. Let's see. Let's just get to YouTube and see what's up. Don't worry, I'll take your calls, okay? I'll take your calls, but let me see. Let's get to YouTube and see what's going on there. I hope they are readable today. Okay, this person is saying, Joseph is saying, God is the ultimate judge. Okay? Chinedu Ogwekusi, am I right with that name? They know court will not do anything. That is why they always tell you to go to court. Okay. This person is saying, Ogubimbola Oluwafemi Taye, when he doesn't go your way, the court is corrupt. We all should stop it. okay, OB12 is saying what is happening in Nigeria. Is Nigeria under a curse? Well, it's a big question there. Tochukwu Matthew, in Nigeria, what we are practicing is called politics of Bele. Be you who wants, whoever you are, once they offer you something, you will turn everything upside down. I don't blame the judiciary, they are hungry. Are you sure? Apostle God says it's a good judgment. Okay. More comments coming in. Kingsley Emeka is saying that this country is gone. We can't move on each time. Well, if someone steals your property and you say, okay, take it, no problem, move on. That is why Nigeria will not is not moving forward. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, thank you so much, Kingsley Emeka. Back to the phone lines now, quickly. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Jude, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Concerning the judgment, that was what I expected.
Okay.
I expected it because I think that news story what Peter was talking about in Imo State. I believe that it was the party that challenged the party member that challenged that matter in the court. Now, this one, according to the electoral act, now you cannot challenge what happened in another party. And the pre-election matter, it is the party member that everybody knows. I was surprised that PDP took that matter to that level. I'm surprised. They're supposed to find them like 50 million because it is a waste of time. It's an insult. And one thing, they don't know that all this type of thing will be bringing their morale down when they have a bigger project, presidential one.
So you are saying, what you are saying is that the judgment is just very okay.
It's okay, very, very 100% okay. We want the judges to do contract. We should not be rubbishing our judiciary. The judges did what exactly they're supposed to do. It is a second man, a senior lawyer, a senior advocate. He says that I'm not a lawyer. I know I cannot take that matter to court because it is the party members that are supposed to handle it or the people that participate. I know I told that and I told her this thing. That they threw that thing in dustbin. They went and pick it from dustbin. I pick or treat in dustbin. They pick it from dustbin and took it to Supreme Court. That thing is not, it is rubbish. Supreme Court will dismiss it. I told her 3 days ago. And they evening precious, evening rush with precious. If you want to disgrace them, all these things will be bringing their morale down.
Okay.
Because they have the bigger assignment and the way they'll be looking at them. Even their lawyers now, you know, when you do small thing and win, it will be boosting your morale to face a bigger project. But if you get the same small thing and you are messing it up, it will be bringing your morale down.
All right.
It's not good.
Thank you.
And concerning Nnamdi Kanu, it is only Soludo that is speaking. It is not good. We have other Eastern governors. They're supposed to speak, apart from Hope Uzodinma, all of them are supposed to join voice together. Enugu State Governor, Umahi Ebonyi, and the Abia State Governor, all of them are supposed to join together and talk because this thing now, it's not because of the offense Nnamdi Kanu committed. All the terrorists they released, they granted amnesty. They say they have rehabilitated. They commit more offense than Nnamdi Kanu now. And what is good for the kids is good for Uganda. Buhari should know what he's doing. It is not good. The hatred the party is too bad.
Thank you.
We know that is committed offense, and you should forgive Boko Haram. You should forgive also.
Oh, you have issues with network now. I don't know. No, I just couldn't hear you. But then, as regards Nnamdi Kanu, everyone, listen. The leader of the Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has said that Nigeria's democracy is under threat due to the continued trial, detention of a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, by the federal government. Ayodele, in a statement signed by his media aide, said that there is no hope, for Nigeria's democracy and judicial system because both systems have become irredeemably corrupt. He went further to say that there is nothing like democracy in Nigeria anymore. He noted that selection is what is now obtainable. Let me quote him. He said, "There is nothing like democracy in Nigeria anymore. It is under threat, and it has become a selection. The system to strengthen democracy in Nigeria is corrupt already. We are in a democracy of bondage. That's what he said. Ayodele condemned the Nigerian judicial system for not upholding the tenets and principles of the law in discharging its duties. Back to the phone lines. Good afternoon.
Yeah, it can be Jude.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Anthony calling from Ikotrebe, Tony Shu.
All right, all right.
Yeah. I just want to contribute on the topic.
All right.
I think if I can understand the topic that let peace reign in this country and they should move on, right?
Let's go. Talk to us. Continue.
Yeah, you see, the truth is bitter. The truth is bitter. Even when they are saying, let us move on, let us, though normally we are going to move on, but the pain of the masses need to be healed. See, if this country, if they are not playing partial in this country, I don't think if anybody will still be arguing about this election by now. I could remember last year, an Hausa little boy, a young man, went to social media to post, to make a comment.
Hello?
This is. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
So
just few seconds. You have just few seconds.
Yes. Yeah. This boy went to make a comment concerning Aisha Buhari and
All right. Let's leave it there. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, Jude. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Okemwa from Alakiga.
All right.
Yeah, I have said this thing before, and I'll still say it again. It's like maybe the next election, I don't think that that is the individual who come out of election. They are taking Nigeria policies to be a battlefield. You bring out your own terms, I bring out my own terms. You start fighting. Then whoever that wins, power. That is where they are taking Nigeria to now, because this thing now that they did now, this election that they did now, I've already shown everybody that if you want to participate in any Nigeria politics, you have to prepare very well, whether the devil or anything. Since we want to participate in Nigeria politics, you have to prepare yourself very well. Two, now that they have divided Nigeria by themselves, because Nigerian politicians are the one that divide Nigeria by themselves. Before this election, they are telling us one Nigeria. Now, few months to the election, we will now realize that we have people that are not supposed to vote in Nigeria or vote for wherever you are coming from. How are they going to bring these people back now? Because you are not going to tell me that I'm a madman today. Then tomorrow you are telling me that, don't worry, we can move on. My brother, my father always say this thing: don't market somebody because the wound may go, but the mark will remain for there. Whenever you remember that mark, you still remember what you did to you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can touch on some messages right now. Michael on YouTube is saying we should stop being sore losers. Politics is like sports. There must be a winner and there must be a loser. Life doesn't end there. We must move forward. That's what he said. All right, thank you. Let's see if we can touch on what this person is saying. Okay. Good afternoon, sir. This question goes to the caller, Victor from Mushin. Does he have siblings that died in the Owo Church massacre under APC? I guess no. And that's the reason he can easily move on with the electoral process. My other question is whether Nigeria is going to have another INEC for future elections, because a lot of people have shut the door on INEC face. We have a bigger problem up front. As Semota Bright from Italy sent in that one. All right. Good afternoon, my dear friend in the studio. I am highly disappointed the way the Supreme Court has judged PDP case today in the court. They've compromised. It's a very big shame to them. We don't have right-thinking lawyers again. There is no law in Nigeria anymore. I came from Ian Kwaja sent in that one. And this person is saying there is no law in Nigeria. The rich men are above the law. His name is Henry. Thank you so very much, Henry. Back to the phone lines. Good afternoon to you. 0700 903 903 903. And if you are watching on YouTube, welcome. Do go to the comment section and let's get your own thoughts. Let's get to read your own thoughts. Okay? Yeah. On YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM. But if you want to call in, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My second is that our leaders are not encouraging anybody to really do the right thing. And it's obvious that they have destroyed democracy in Nigeria, considering the way and manner they go about it. Because if it's for the democracy of the people, they should allow the people to decide whoever that rules them. You know? So, election now is all about if you like to come out. Because personally, I don't think I will even go out any day to vote for anybody. I don't think it makes any sense to me. You know, because at the end of the day, the will of the people will not thrive.
Okay.
You understand? The will of the people will not thrive. So that is it.
Thank you. I appreciate your call. Let's see if we can take a few more calls and we wrap up this beautiful afternoon. But then a whole lot of persons are joining us even right now. We want to read your comments, okay? Your views, your take on all of this. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
There's one thing I want to tell you. You share it, have already decided something. Take it or leave it. You have already decided. With what is happening now, they have already decided. So let everybody start preparing now. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much for dropping that. Can I read get some comments? Okay, not now. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Surulere.
All right.
I'm listening of what you are discussing. I'm crying since. I'm crying because I suffered for this election. My children, my family suffered, and the vote did not count. It says, go to court, go to court. And after everything, see how they turn everything around. I'm crying for my future generation. How can we stand and be watching all these things? How can Nigeria move forward? This is not fair. There is God, though. There is God. We suffer for nothing. They say go to court. After going to court, look at what is there. Look at the results. How can I stand again and go and vote again for politics? Politicians, they are not doing well. They are not doing well. I'm crying for my generation, unborn children. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. It's well. We need to put emotions aside. All right? Because it's not going to help us anyway. But I'll take more calls now. Let me take more calls. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. This is Pastor Dr. Harrison from Badagry Aziz.
All right. Welcome.
Yeah. All that is going, we are aware, but one thing is that God is supreme. He presides over all the affairs of humanity. Whether it is now or tomorrow, God knows the best. that by all standards and reasons, before ever they campaign all this, decisions were made and gathered together, and they have decided what to do. And that is why what happened in February 25 happened, that people were boldly to say whether they vote him or not. They said it may no come, whether they vote him or not, whether there is a swap of naira, whether there is a hack in the price of wealth, he is there. And it happened like that. After the declaration of the result, he said they know they didn't vote him, but he is now here. And let us come and heal the wounds. Which wound? Who then vote? So we all know the outcome already before it started, but let's see. Because it is already in the tribunal, let's see how it goes. God bless Nigeria. Because Nigeria remains forever.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Nigeria, of course, remains forever. Okay. Can I touch on these now? There is no... Okay, this person is saying, no. I'm not going to read this. Divine from Ikotun. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Jude. This is Pamela from Pine Grove.
All right, welcome.
Nigerians are shedding blood from their eyes, not just tears. They are not shedding tears, they're shedding blood. They are in tears, they're shedding blood. We don't have leaders that have the fear of God. For how long will they continue doing evil? Will they continue doing evil till grace abound, for goodness sake? Why can't they do the right thing, for goodness sake? It is the minister that said that they will continue borrowing money until the last day they will leave office. If they have that God to be borrowing money and doing all sorts of things, why can't they have that power to fight insecurity, do the right thing, for goodness sake, so that people will relax their minds, people will be happy, at least for a while? Must they continue doing evil? Must they continue looting, for goodness sake? Can they take the death of the past president Abacha as an example? Abacha looted all he looted. When the president was a nation, no salary was being owed, and he eats free food and everything. Later he died, and God did it divinely. Austin, it's not as if anybody was happy for his death, but that was a very great lesson for everybody to have learned, for goodness sake. We came into the world with nothing, and we are going with nothing. It's a great lesson for people to learn if they actually want to learn any lesson. Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too for talking to us. Check your time. It's 2:55 p.m. Of course, I just want to get your comments, your views on what it is like. The court's judgment. For those who are just joining us, let me let you know that the Supreme Court has affirmed the eligibility of the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to contest the presidential election that held on February the 25th. The Apex Court, in a unanimous decision by a 5-member panel, today held that an appeal, the opposition People's Democratic Party filed to challenge the eligibility of Tinubu's candidacy lacked merit. It lacked merit. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, dear.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Please, with your respect, I ask a question to ask from you. Should I continue?
Please go ahead.
Okay. I was born before the war, civil war in Nigeria. But automatically, what I'm witnessing in Nigerian churches has made me to look so distrustful because of their attitude. And I'm now telling Nigerian people not to be worried about anything, but we should leave everything unto God. Because there's no truth justice in Nigeria. That is what I know. I have a matter 1993. But when we tried the case up to Victoria Island here, at last now, judges collected bribe from us and collected the bribe from the management of the organization that we are working with, and they turned the case overnight to the management. We went back with the empty-handed. So Nigerian judges, they are not new people to us. We're supposed to know that there's no true one again. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for talking to us. 2:57 p.m. Yeah, want to see if I can still talk to you. Yeah, if possible, and get to read out your comments one after the other. Okay, let's get to WhatsApp and see what's happening there. The best thing is remove your mind from the things and people you can't change and focus your life getting better. Government or no government. And sent that in from Isolo. Yeah. Mr. Moderator, I commend you for the good work anchoring the program. I already know what will be the outcome of the case. I told Precious, who anchored the program, that even that they lack merit. Secondly, someone said they will say go to court because they know that the court will do nothing about it. Such comment is not true. In Edo, Oshomole was installed and the opponent had been sworn in. Also in Ondo State, Mimiko was sworn in after Olusegun Agagu was sworn in for 2 years. The ruling then, the court removed Agagu and replaced him with Mimiko. Good one. Thank you so very much. Good afternoon. This one is from Comrade Peterson. He says, sorry for these entity called Nigeria. Imagine judiciary being bought over, but I am not perturbed because God has revealed to me for soonest he will destroy all these evil men. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. I don't believe in the judiciary system in this country. I have not seen justice being served. That's why they keep saying, go to court. May God deliver Nigeria. Elekande Isaac from Ikotun. Okay, let me read this one again. Good afternoon. Please. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's get back to the phone lines. Good afternoon to you.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Jide.
Good afternoon.
My name is Monday from Adobe.
All right, Monday. Talk to us.
Yes. You see, we have reached time of swearing in an election. They just put hope and mind there. They don't look around the country. Nothing is working. Nothing. And they are talking about dragging post and power. So fair. Now, what the thing that is good for their family and for themselves? Before you do something, think yourself. So what is good for themselves and their family and for more people? That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. It's time to wrap things up. Okay. My name is Jude, Ikami Jude. To talk more on these, I'll be here on Monday. Okay. By the special grace of God, I will be here on Monday to talk more on these. Of course, that will be May the 29th, right? Yes, of course, I will be here. So I urge you to, join me again so we talk better about our nation. Up next is the news, okay? The business news at 3. Don't go nowhere. Stay there.
The news with no exemption. Your major productive assets, which are the youth. Today, you talk here about unemployment being 33%. With the youth constituting 60% of them, that's why you have a problem.
Including nothing but the truth.
There's nothing to clear. The issue is that the people that charge you to court might be wrong. Anybody will prosecute you, but the power of prosecution is different from power of justice. So let's leave that to justice. This matter is important.
This is the voice of the people, 90.3 Real News Patrol.
The Voice.
The agent. The catalyst.
Broadcasting live from the studios of the Voice of the People.
Do you want to know more on viable product trends, financial update, data analysis, interviews on economic projections? Join Business Report at 3 on VOP 90.3 FM.
Now you have a voice.
Hello there, this is the Business Reporter 3 on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. First, the focal points. IMF task President-elect on revenue generation and debt reduction. NDE disperses 2.2 million naira loan to Gombe farmers. Airlines to sue aviation minister as Nigeria airplanes arrive today. And on business outside Nigeria, UK supermarket chain denies profiting from high food prices. Details coming shortly. All right, the Business Reporter 3 begins with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, urging the incoming government of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take steps to increase the country's revenue base. The resident representative of the IMF Nigerian office, Ari Essien, who said this during a virtual forum on the Nigerian debt situation, also advised the incoming government to drastically reduce dependence on debt to fund expenditures. According to Essien, to resolve the debt issues in the country, the incoming administration would need to concentrate on revenue and expenditure. He said that the debt situation had deteriorated because the federal government was spending more than it was actually getting in revenues. He explained that it was critical for countries to be able to rely more on their own internally generated revenue to finance their expenditure, as this would lead to autonomy and the independence relied on by the IMF member countries. Meanwhile, 22 beneficiaries, including 4 persons with disabilities, have received 100,000 naira each from the National Directorate of Employment, NDE, to boost the agricultural value chain in Gombe State. The beneficiaries were trained in production, storage, processing, post-harvest handling, and management, preservation, packaging, and of course, marketing. Speaking during the presentation of the second batch of 50% release of the 2022 budget for the Agricultural Enhancement Scheme to 22 graduated trainees of the Rural Employment Promotion Program, the Director General Abubakar Fipo said that the Directorate had over the years vigorously pursued its mandate through a series of employment generation initiatives. Fipo, who was represented by the State Coordinator Jadel Stephen, reminded the beneficiaries to see the gesture as a rare opportunity which should not be allowed to fail. He noted that it was simply a loan facility which should duly be returned to the states. In the meantime, domestic operators under the aegis of the Airline Operators of Nigeria, AON, have faulted plans by the outgoing Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, to launch the operations of Nigeria Air today, despite a restraining court order on the controversial project. As a result, AON lawyers have written to the President Muhammadu Buhari requesting him to stop the minister's attempt to circumvent the court orders, today being the last working day of this administration, and possibly to cover up the various infractions of Nigerian laws, among others. The local carriers also said they would sue the minister for contempt of court for planning to launch the carrier despite the court order stopping the project. In a letter signed by the AON lawyer, the local airline said that the Minister of Aviation chose the last working day of the administration to bring in 2 aircraft in contravention of the court order on the project. They therefore urged the president to stop the minister's illegal action. The Attorney General of the Federation, Inspector General of Police, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Justice, and the Federal Ministry of Aviation were copied in the letter. And on business outside Nigeria, quickly, boss of UK supermarket chain, Sainsbury, said they have not been using high rates of inflation as a cover for making higher profits. When asked if the UK's second largest market had been profiteering, Simon Roberts said, absolutely not. Critics have accused food retailers of greed inflation, putting prices up to bolster profits. The competition watchdog has said it will look at how grocery market is operating, as well as the new focus on high food prices from the Competition and Markets Authority. Some politicians have called for action on food prices. There have been growing calls for more clarity over how food prices are set. And that's a wrap on the Business Report at 3. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Thanks for listening and good afternoon.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Nigerian languages are known to have existed for centuries. Igbo and Yoruba are two of Nigeria's major languages, with an estimated total of 44 million speakers in Africa combined. A word that has similar interpretations in Yoruba and Igbo language is the ear. This part of the body is called nti in standard Igbo dialect and called eti in Yoruba.
Playing the best music for hard-working Nigerians. We are getting the job done. Voice of the